The Brady Bunch remains one of television's most beloved family sitcoms, remembered for its cheerful humor, catchy theme song, and heartwarming portrait of a blended family learning to love, laugh, and grow together. In this video, we'll look back at the unforgettable cast, their real names, ages, famous roles, and the lives they built after the show. We'll also remember the cherished actors who are no longer with us, and celebrate the legacy they left behind in classic television history. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more nostalgic TV throwbacks. Let's return to the Brady home, where laughter, love, family lessons, and timeless memories came together to create one of the most beloved sitcoms in television history. Florence Henderson brought warmth, elegance, and gentle strength to the role of Carol Brady, the loving mother whose calm presence helped make the family feel complete. Born on the 14th of February, 1934, in Dale, Indiana, she was 35 years old when she first appeared as Carol in 1969. Henderson gave the character a rare balance of grace and humor. She could be soft and caring in one moment, then firm and wise in the next, without ever losing her natural charm. Her bright smile, musical voice, and comforting manner made Carol feel like more than a sitcom mother. She became a symbol of patience, kindness, and steady family love. Before becoming a familiar face on television, Henderson had already built a strong career in musical theater, Broadway, and variety programs, which gave her performance polish and confidence. After the series ended, she continued working for decades, appearing in talk shows, commercials, reunions, and television specials, always embracing the role that made her beloved by generations. Florence Henderson passed away on the 24th of November, 2016, in Los Angeles, California, from heart failure at the age of 82. Her legacy remains tied to warmth, professionalism, and the unforgettable image of a mother who made every scene feel safe, loving, and deeply human. Robert Reed brought dignity, intelligence, and quiet authority to the role of Mike Brady, the calm and thoughtful father whose steady presence helped guide the blended family through everyday lessons, misunderstandings, and heartfelt moments. Born John Robert Reitz Jr. on the 19th of October, 1932, in Highland Park, Illinois, he was 36 years old when he first appeared as Mike in 1969. Reed gave the character a composed and dependable quality. He could be firm without seeming cold, gentle without appearing weak, and wise without feeling overly serious. His deep voice, controlled delivery, and natural seriousness made Mike feel like a father who led with reason, patience, and responsibility. Before becoming widely known on television, Reed studied drama and built a strong foundation as a classically trained actor, appearing on stage and in dramatic roles. Although he sometimes struggled with the light tone and scripts of the series, he remained committed to the cast and brought professionalism to every scene. Robert Reed passed away on the 12th of May, 1992, in Pasadena, California, at the age of 59. His legacy remains tied to discipline, emotional restraint, and the unforgettable image of a television father whose quiet strength helped define a classic family era. Ann B. Davis brought warmth, humor, and unforgettable comic timing to the role of Alice Nelson, the loyal housekeeper whose cheerful personality made her feel like a true member of the Brady family. Born Ann Bradford Davis on the 3rd of May, 1926, in Schenectady, New York, she was 43 years old when she first appeared as Alice in 1969. Davis gave the character a perfect mix of kindness and sharp wit. She could comfort the children with genuine care, tease the parents with playful humor, and turn even a simple kitchen scene into something memorable. Her expressive face, quick delivery, and natural charm made Alice one of the most beloved figures in the household. Before becoming known to a new generation of viewers, Davis had already earned major recognition for her comedy work, including 2 Emmy Awards for The Bob Cummings Show. After the series ended, she returned for several reunion projects, but later chose a quieter, more spiritual life away from constant Hollywood attention. Ann B. Davis passed away on the 1st of June 2014 in San Antonio, Texas, after a fall. At the age of 88, her legacy remains tied to laughter, loyalty, and the comforting image of a woman who brought heart and humor to every scene. Alan Melvin brought humor, warmth, and easygoing charm to the role of Sam Franklin, the friendly butcher and Alice Nelson's longtime boyfriend, whose appearances added a sweet touch of romance and comedy to the Brady household. Born on the 18th of February 1923 in Kansas City, Missouri, he was 47 years old when he first appeared as Sam in 1970. Melvin gave the character a relaxed and likable personality. He was funny without being loud, kind without feeling overly sentimental, and always believable as the good-natured man who cared deeply for Alice. His cheerful smile, natural comic timing, and familiar voice made even his smaller scenes feel warm and memorable. Before joining the Brady world, Melvin had already built a strong career as a dependable television character actor, appearing in popular shows such as The Phil Silvers Show, All in the Family, and Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. He was also well known for voice work in animation, showing his range beyond live-action comedy. Alan Melvin passed away on the 17th of January, 2008, in Brentwood, Los Angeles, from cancer at the age of 84. His legacy remains tied to classic sitcom humor, friendly screen presence, and the kind of supporting role that quietly helped make a family comedy feel even more complete. Jim Backus brought sharp humor, a distinctive voice, and seasoned comic confidence to his guest roles in the Brady family world, most notably as Zachariah T. Brown in the Grand Canyon episodes. Born James Gilmore Backus on the 25th of February, 1913, in Cleveland, Ohio, he was 57 years old when he appeared in the series in 1970. Backus had the kind of presence that made even a brief role feel memorable. His polished delivery, expressive reactions, and dry comedic style gave his scenes a lively spark. Long before appearing with the Brady cast, he had already become a familiar name in American entertainment through radio, film, television, and voice acting. He was especially famous as the voice of the nearsighted cartoon character Mr. Claw, Magoo, and as Thurston Howell III on Gilligan's Island, roles that showed his gift for turning exaggerated personalities into classic comedy. Backus also appeared in films such as Rebel Without a Cause, proving he could move between humor and drama with ease. Jim Backus passed away on the 3rd of July, 1989, in Los Angeles, California, from complications related to Parkinson's disease at the age of 76. His legacy remains tied to wit, timing, and the unforgettable charm of a performer whose voice and personality could brighten any scene. Jack Collins brought professionalism, authority, and understated humor to the role of Mr. Phillips, Mike Brady's boss at the architectural firm. Born Jack Richard Collins on the 24th of August 1918 in Brooklyn, New York, he was 51 years old when he first appeared in the Brady family world in 1970. Collins had the kind of screen presence that made even a supporting role feel believable. His calm voice, serious expression, and polished delivery gave Mr. Phillips the air of a real workplace authority figure. He often played businessmen, officials, and men in charge, bringing quiet confidence rather than exaggerated comedy to his scenes. Before and after this role, Collins built a long career across stage, film, television, and commercials, appearing in shows such as Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, Bonanza, The Partridge Family, The Waltons, Dallas, and many others. He also appeared as Mayor Robert Ramsey in The Towering Inferno, one of his more recognizable film roles. Jack Collins passed away on the 31st of January, 2005, in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 86. His legacy remains tied to dependable character acting, steady professionalism, and the familiar face of a performer who quietly strengthened many classic television scenes. Hal Smith brought warmth, humor, and familiar character actor charm to his appearances as Santa Claus and the Cartoon King, two small but memorable roles that added lighthearted magic to the Brady family world. Born Harold John Smith on the 24th of August, 1916, in Petoskey, Michigan, he was 53 years old when he first appeared as Santa Claus in 1969. Smith had a naturally friendly presence. His expressive face, gentle voice, and playful timing made him believable as the kind of performer who could entertain children and still make adults smile. Long before these guest roles, he had already become a beloved figure in classic television, especially as Otis Campbell on The Andy Griffith Show. He also built an extensive career in voice acting, contributing to animated projects such as Winnie the Pooh, Davy and Goliath, and many other family programs. His ability to shift between live-action comedy and voice performance showed the range of a dependable entertainer who could bring personality to even the smallest part. Hal Smith passed away on the 28th of January, 1994, in Santa Monica, California, from a heart attack at the age of 77. His legacy remains tied to kindness, comic warmth, and the comforting presence of a performer whose voice and smile made every appearance feel familiar and sincere. Pitt Herbert brought a calm, believable, and professional presence to the role of Mr. Driscoll, a supporting character who appeared in the early Brady family episodes. Born Herbert Thomas Francis Atorf on the 25th of September 1914 in New York City, he was 55 years old when he first appeared as Mr. Driscoll in 1969. Herbert had the kind of quiet character actor style that helped small roles feel real. He did not need dramatic scenes or long speeches to make an impression. His composed expression, steady voice, and natural manner made him convincing as a shop owner and everyday authority figure in the children's world. Before appearing in the series, he had already built a long career in theater, film, and television, often playing doctors, officials, clerks, and professional men. He appeared in many productions across the 1950s, 1960s, and 1970s, including Perry Mason, Hogan's Heroes, The Addams Family, and several classic sitcoms and dramas. Pitt Herbert passed away on the 23rd of June 1989 in Edmonds, Washington, from ALS at the age of 74. His legacy remains tied to dependable character work and the kind of subtle supporting performance that helped make classic television feel lively, familiar, and real. Barry Williams brought confidence, charm, and youthful energy to the role of Greg Brady, the eldest son, whose music, ambition, and teenage pride made him one of the most recognizable young characters of his era. Born Barry William Blenkhorn on the 30th of September 1954 in Santa Monica, California, he was 14 years old when he first appeared as Greg in 1969. Williams gave the character a natural mix of leadership and vulnerability. He could act like the cool older brother, chase dreams of becoming a singer, and still reveal the insecurity of a teenager trying to grow up in a busy blended family. His relaxed smile, musical presence, and easy chemistry with the cast helped make Greg feel both confident and relatable. After the series ended, Williams continued to embrace his connection to the role through reunion specials, stage performances, music projects, reality television, and nostalgic appearances. He also wrote about his experience in the memoir Growing Up Brady, offering fans a behind-the-scenes look at life as part of a classic television family. As of June 2026, Barry Williams is 71 years old. His legacy remains tied to nostalgia, showmanship, and the image of a teenage son who helped define the heart and humor of 1970s family television. Maureen McCormick brought beauty, confidence, and emotional honesty to the role of Marcia Brady, the popular eldest daughter whose charm made her one of the most recognizable teenage characters in classic television. Born Maureen Denise McCormick on the 5th of August 1956 in Encino, California, she was 13 years old when she first appeared as Marcia in 1969. McCormick gave the character a bright and memorable presence. She could be cheerful and confident, but also sensitive, insecure, and believable as a young girl growing up under the pressure of being seen as perfect. Her expressive smile, natural screen charm, and strong chemistry with the cast helped make Marcia a lasting part of pop culture. After the series ended, McCormick continued working in television, music, stage projects, and reality shows. She also shared her personal struggles and journey toward healing in her memoir, giving fans a more honest look beyond the polished image they remembered. As of June 2026, Maureen McCormick is 69 years old. Her legacy remains tied to nostalgia, resilience, and the unforgettable image of a television daughter who captured both the confidence and vulnerability of growing up. Christopher Knight brought humor, curiosity, and natural boyish charm to the role of Peter Brady, the middle son whose awkward moments, funny mistakes, and search for identity made him one of the most relatable children in the Brady family. Born Christopher Anton Knight on the 7th of November, 1957, in New York City, he was 11 years old when he first appeared as Peter in 1969. Knight gave the character a believable mix of innocence and insecurity. He could be playful and mischievous, but also sensitive, confused, and eager to prove himself between his older and younger brothers. His natural comic timing and expressive reactions helped turn Peter's everyday childhood problems into memorable moments. After the series ended, Knight stepped away from full-time acting for many years and built a successful career in the computer and business world, before later returning to public attention through reunion projects and reality television. In recent years, he has continued to celebrate the show's legacy with his former castmates, describing their bond as still feeling like family. As of June 2026, Christopher Knight is 68 years old. His legacy remains tied to humor, nostalgia, and the unforgettable image of a middle child who helped give classic family television its heart. Plumb brought sensitivity, honesty, and emotional depth to the role of Jan Brady. The middle daughter whose struggles with confidence and identity made her one of the most relatable characters in the family. Born Plumb on the 29th of April, 1958, in Burbank, California, she was 11 years old when she first appeared as Jan in 1969. Plumb gave the character a thoughtful and believable presence. She could be shy, frustrated, determined, and quietly funny, often showing the emotional pressure of growing up between an older sister and a younger one. Her performance made Jan more than just the middle child. She became a symbol of insecurity, comparison, and the desire to be noticed. After the series ended, Plumb continued acting in television, film, and stage projects, while also developing a respected career as a painter. Unlike some child stars, she worked steadily to build an identity beyond her famous early role. As of June 2026, Plumb is 68 years old. Her legacy remains tied to emotional honesty, artistic growth, and the unforgettable image of a young girl trying to find her own place in a busy and loving household. Lookinland brought innocence, playfulness, and natural warmth to the role of Bobby Brady, the youngest son whose curiosity and adventurous spirit made him a lovable part of the family. Born Michael Paul Lookinland on the 19th of December, 1960, in Mount Pleasant, Utah, he was only 8 years old when he first appeared as Bobby in 1969. Lookinland gave the character a genuine childlike charm. He could be funny, mischievous, sensitive, and wide-eyed, as Bobby learned simple but meaningful lessons about honesty, courage, jealousy, and growing up. His relaxed screen presence and believable reactions helped make the youngest Brady boy feel real rather than overly polished. After the series ended, Lookinland appeared in several reunion projects, but eventually chose a quieter life away from regular acting. He later worked behind the camera and became involved in business outside Hollywood, showing that his life moved far beyond childhood fame. As of June 2026, Lookinland is 65 years old. His legacy remains tied to sweetness, nostalgia, and the unforgettable image of a young boy whose honest curiosity added heart to classic family television. Susan Olsen brought sweetness, innocence, and bright personality to the role of Cindy Brady, the youngest daughter whose curls, lisp, and curious nature made her one of the most memorable child characters in the family. Born Susan Marie Olsen on the 14th of August, 1961, in Santa Monica, California, she was only 8 years old when she first appeared as Cindy in 1969. Olsen gave the character a natural childlike charm. She could be adorable, mischievous, honest, and funny without feeling overly rehearsed. Her expressive face and playful delivery helped make Cindy feel like a real little sister, often asking questions, making mistakes, and learning lessons in a warm household full of older siblings. After the series ended, Olsen moved in several creative directions, working in radio, writing, visual arts, and public appearances connected to classic television nostalgia. She also reunited with her former castmates in several Brady-related specials and projects, keeping her connection to fans alive over the years. As of June 2026, Susan Olsen is 64 years old. Her legacy remains tied to childhood charm, family warmth, and the unforgettable image of the youngest Brady girl who brought innocence and humor to every scene. Robbie Rist brought quirky energy, humor, and youthful charm to the role of Cousin Oliver, the young relative introduced during the final season, whose arrival added a fresh, childlike spark to the Brady family world. born Robert Anthony Rist on the 4th of April, 1964, in La Mirada, California. He was only 9 years old when he first appeared as Oliver in 1974. Rist gave the character a playful and slightly mischievous personality, making him memorable even though his time on screen was brief. With his bright expression, quick delivery, and natural confidence, he stood out as a late addition to an already beloved television family. After his childhood role, Rist continued working steadily in entertainment, building a varied career as an actor, voice performer, musician, and producer. He became known to later audiences through voice work in animated projects, and also remained active in music and independent creative work. As of June 2026, Robbie Rist is 62 years old. His legacy remains tied to nostalgia, versatility, and the unusual place he holds in classic sitcom history as a character still remembered and discussed decades later. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed looking back at the Brady Bunch cast and the stories behind their unforgettable roles. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite character, funniest moment, or most heartwarming Brady family scene in the comments. See you in the next video.